New York, and it's killing trees across the state. Could it be headed our way? Find out.
New information about the arrest of Paul Manafort. Why did President Trump's campaign manager have passports under fake names?
And get your USA gear ready. The Olympics are coming soon, and the flame to start the ceremony is officially in South Korea. Citrus TV News starts right now.
Have their lives changed by someone who's trying to undermine our society. And I was so impressed by my fellow New Yorkers. They're going to go about their lives. We're not going to let the terrorists ever win.
That was New York Mayor Bill de Blasio on yesterday's terror attack that killed 8 people, but this just in, the FBI is seeking information about a second attacker. Good evening, I'm Colleen Callander.
And I'm Shama. They're searching for another Uzbekistani immigrant who may be connected to the attack. The first attacker has been charged by the FBI with terrorism, and the suspect had allegedly planned the attack for weeks, and he had a letter pledging allegiance to ISIS in his truck. Governor Cuomo said he was radicalized here in the U.S.
The response to the attack has been strong. President Trump has called for immigration reform, including the end of the green card lottery, which Trump claims is the way the attacker immigrated into the U.S. We have political analyst Conor Wight with us to tell us more. Conor, so what is the green card lottery, and how does this relate to Trump's attack on Chuck Schumer?
So the green card lottery, or the diversity visa lottery, was put in the Immigration Act in 1990 under President George H.W. Bush. And what it does is annually 50,000 green cards are given to immigrants from countries that are typically underrepresented in the immigration pool if they meet certain requirements. Now, where Chuck Schumer fits into all of this, which is who President Trump has been attacking today, saying that it was his fault that the attacker is in the U.S., was that he was part of the legislation that actually went in. He was part of designing it. Now, the catch here is that in 2013, he was actually part of the Gang of Eight, which was a bipartisan Senate committee which was introducing comprehensive immigration reform, which would have actually changed the diversity visa lottery to a more merit-based system, which is what Trump is calling for now. That passed in the Senate but failed in the House, which is why it still exists today.
All right, Conor, thank you.
Thank you.
Onondaga County is scrambling to fix sewage pipes that have burst in multiple times in the last 5 years, causing sewage to pour into Onondaga Lake. After a pipe burst again earlier in the week, millions of gallons of sewage have dumped into the lake. Citrus TV reporter Gabrielle Caracciolo is live at the lake to tell us what the county is doing to fix the issue. Gabrielle?
Well, thanks, guys. It is still raining, and all this rain caused one of the sewage pipes to burst earlier in the week. The pipe was already slated to be replaced, but the burst on Monday morning caused over 9,000 gallons of sewage to flow into the lake per minute for over 8 hours. That's 4.5 million gallons of sewage that flowed into Onondaga Lake right behind me. And officials are saying now that they are looking into an $18 million plan on fixing these pipes, but for now they're going to have to bypass the pipe.
Gabrielle, this isn't the first time this pipe has burst. What kind of damage has been caused in the past?
Well, a similar incident happened last year. There was a lot of heavy rain at the end of October, and the pipe burst. That time, 13 million gallons of raw sewage flowed into the lake. And over the past 5 years, as these pipes are reaching the end of their 50-year lifespan, the pipes have had problems before. So the Onondaga County officials are looking at solutions to this problem.
Thanks, Gabrielle.
It's not too late to protect yourself from the mumps. Booster shots are being given in Flanagan Gym today until 7. There are currently 29 confirmed and 66 probable cases at SU. This is the last opportunity for students to get the shot free of charge. A recent study shows the Whitman School's MBA degree is the 25th most desired program in the U.S. The study uses survey data collected from 200,000 prospective and current MBA students around the world. Associate Dean for Master's Programs Don Harder says the school is pleased with the ranking and attributes the school's success to a strong curriculum and large alumni network.
Elsewhere in Syracuse, a man accused of sending nude pictures to a child has resigned from the Board of Education. The New York State Police arrested James Soper on Monday after he made sexual advances on a 12-year-old girl. Soper sent 2 nude pictures to the child and then asked her to perform oral sex on him. He resigned from the West Genesee Central School District Board of Education earlier today. And a Fort Drum soldier has been charged with the killing of his wife and a New York State trooper. Justin Walters is facing 55 criminal charges, including murder in the first and second degree. Walters was arrested 4 months ago for fatally shooting his wife, Nicole Waters, and trooper Joel Davis, who arrived to the scene after calls of gunshots during a domestic dispute. Walters is currently being held at a Jefferson County jail.
An invasive species is killing trees in the Northeast forest. CitrusTV reporter David Edelstein tells us what the species is, what it does, and what problems it's causing.
The southern pine beetle digs into pine trees, destroying and killing them. They are originally from the south, as their name suggests, but have recently been found in northern states.
What's been happening more recently is increases in temperature so that it's moving northward into areas we've never seen it before.
Attacked trees have holes all over them. The tree tries to push the beetles out, producing a popcorn-looking kernel on the bark. This was first seen in Long Island in fall 2014. Now, some southern pine beetles are also being found in Connecticut.
The northern areas are probably not used to something like that being in the ecosystem, so I would imagine it could possibly have some detrimental effects.
So if it kills trees, it's going to hit us in the pocketbook economically, it's going to hit us ecologically too. So you may lose some functions within the ecosystems because of the mortality associated with it.
The destruction the beetles cause also simply looks bad.
There you've got some iconic places that have pines present, and if all of those pines are killed, then it's not as aesthetically pleasing. So you drive around and see a bunch of dead trees, that's not what we want.
But the southern pine beetle might not be as much of a problem as it seems. In an NPR story, entomologist Dr. Claire Rutledge says that in Connecticut, only 6 to 7 beetles have been found each year. Meanwhile, 2,000 are needed to attack just 1 tree.
But warmer winters allow current beetles to attract more. An NPR story says temperatures would have to drop below 7 degrees to kill off the beetles. But no need to worry much in central New York.
In this area, there's not a lot of pine trees.
But even those can eventually be attacked. Furky added that scientists are monitoring the beetles' activity. David Edelstein, Citrus TV News.
SU students are now more than halfway through the semester. Citrus TV reporter Greg Bradbury is in studio to tell us how the university is trying to improve student life.
With the help of online surveys, the university is trying to gauge the student body's opinion on campus life. I talked to students about the survey to see what they think of the university's attempt to improve life for SU students.
This week, the Syracuse University Office of Institutional Research and Assessment emailed SU students the Orange Survey. This survey covers a wide range of topics regarding all aspects of student life.
The Orange Survey that was just released gives students a quick and easy way to give direct feedback to the university. The goal is to take that feedback and implement it into student life.
The feedback the university is receiving asks students to rate their educational value, living conditions, and social life. Many students have yet to take the survey, but they still think it is a good step in improving student life.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a good idea because in the end, like, student life is kind of like one of the priorities of the school, and so they should definitely try to improve that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, if they're taking interest in what we like, then like that's a good step.
Students who do take the survey are not only entered to win prizes such as tickets to a basketball game or an Amazon gift card, but also get the opportunity to help make the university better. Those who have taken the survey have found it to be a valuable experience.
I think that if you can, take it. I mean, definitely it's 5 to 10 minutes, but it's well worth being able to voice your opinion because now it's conducted by an office dedicated to this kind of research.
The goal is to get as many students as possible to take the survey so that they have a wide array of opinions on campus life. The university takes this feedback and uses it to measure the success of past initiatives and inform decisions related to student life moving forward.
For those who have not yet taken the survey, they can still voice their opinion. To find it, search the Orange Survey in your SU email. Back to you guys.
It's been a really dreary week with all of the rain and cold temperatures, and I don't think it's supposed to change anytime soon.
Yeah, I know I complained a little while back that it was kind of warm, but this isn't what I had in mind. Nicole, what's going on?
Well, Elijah, Colleen said it. It was so dreary today, and that's only going to continue tonight. There's more rain predicted in the forecast, and it's going to be a low of 43 degrees tonight. But because there's so much wind, 10 to 20 miles per hour, it's going to feel even chillier in the high 30s, right around 37 degrees. But is this rain going to stick around and possibly even turn to snow? I'll tell you more in my full weather forecast.
Coming up, social media giants meet with Congress to talk about fake news.
And registration for the ACA's 2018 plan begins today. Find out how you can sign up for healthcare when we return.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
You're watching Citrus TV News with Colleen Callander, Elijah Shama, and Nicole Weaving with weather. Citrus TV News continues now.
More breaking news. The CIA has released a massive trove of files from the raid that killed Osama bin Laden, including his personal journal.
The files also include the first known picture of bin Laden's son and are reported to have information about al-Qaeda's relationship with Iran. We'll have more on this as it becomes available. A new court filing on Tuesday revealed that former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort has 3 U.S. passports, each with a different ID number. He submitted 10 passport applications over the course of 10 years.
On Monday, Manafort pleaded not guilty to charges of money laundering. Manafort is currently under house arrest and faces bail hearing tomorrow. Facebook, Twitter, and Google representatives were grilled by senators today over fake news from the 2016 election. This follows reports that millions of Americans may have been exposed to Russian-made electoral ads.
Facebook's vice president agreed that technological failure posed a threat to democracy. He also said that content posted by bad actors was a small fraction of Facebook's content, but that any amount was too much. Today is the first day you can sign up for health care under the Affordable Care Act for 2018. The Department of Health and Human Services says that 80% of Americans can now get a plan for less than $75 a month.
But experts are saying many people may not sign up this year. With Republicans looking to scrap the ACA, many people are uncertain about the future of the plan. EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt says he will replace many of the science and health experts in his department. Pruitt says current appointees could be based in their views as they are recipients of federal research grants.
Critics say this will allow advisors to be influenced by politics and not just scientific research. Pruitt said the advisory committee will now be, quote, financially independent of the EPA. The House Republicans have delayed the release of their tax reform bill until Thursday. The bill was supposed to be ready to reveal today, but it was moved back a day to make improvements.
Republicans have missed the first deadline for their tax reform plan after months of negotiations and infighting within the party. Among the arguments, a property tax deduction that was a major concern among Republicans from New York. Vladimir Putin and Iranian President Rouhani are meeting today to discuss continued cooperation between their nations. Putin has pledged Russia's support to Iran as the U.S. threatens to withdraw from the nuclear deal. Russia and Iran have seen their ties grow stronger during the civil war in Syria, where both nations support the regime of President Bashar al-Assad.
Colombia's newest political party named their candidate for next year's presidential elections. Rodrigo Londoño will represent the party that was formerly the Marxist guerrilla group that battled the Colombian government for half a century. A peace deal ended that conflict last year. The first round of voting will happen in May.
5 big media names have been accused of sexual assault. Who was called out?
And Man and Machine's best friend, Sony's Aibo, is back. Don't go anywhere.
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
And it's everyone's favorite question here in Syracuse. When is snow actually going to show up? And I think that I finally have the answer for you. If you take a look at this map over here in Syracuse where we are, we fall right in that November range. Some snow, assuming the temperatures get down low enough, could move in at the end of next week. Now, speaking of temperatures, let's take a look at what it is currently in upstate New York. It's currently 43 in Rome, 38 in Cortland, 43 here for us in Syracuse, and a warmer 46 in Fulton. Now, it's been raining all day long, and I'm telling you right now, it's just going to continue throughout the night. You see these lighter and darker greens, no reds and yellows, so no thunderstorms, but this rain is just going to continue all night long and not have this clear patch until right around 11 a.m. tomorrow. Now, when you wake up in the morning, the rain will still be there, but the temperatures will be slightly the same. So when you wake up, it'll be about 56 degrees and warm up to about 60 by noon. The high tomorrow is right around 64, and with some wind that could bring the temperature and make it feel slightly chillier. But when it comes to our 5-day forecast, as I mentioned, some AM showers on Thursday, tomorrow, and on Friday as well. Saturday will be the only clear day with the cooler temperatures in the high 50s, and then the rain will move back in again on Sunday and Monday. Those temperature highs, as you can see, right around in the low 60s.
Thanks, Nicole. I know that the rain is going to continue throughout the weekend and into Monday. When do you think it'll finally stop?
I don't expect the rains to stop anytime soon, especially it'll continue into next week.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. More accusations of sexual assault in the wake of Harvey Weinstein. Today, 5 big media figures have been accused. Actors Andy Dick, Dustin Hoffman, and Jeremy Piven, filmmaker Brett Ratner, and the head of NPR News, Mike Oreskes. Dick was removed from his movie, and Oreskes has been fired from NPR. Hoffman was accused of harassing a 17-year-old in the 80s. Ratner was accused by 6 women, including actress Olivia Munn. And Piven is being investigated for claims made by actress Ariane Bellamar. Of the 5, only Piven and Ratner denied these accusations. Walmart really wants to get you in the holiday spirit this year. They're planning to hold 20,000 parties at their stores, and that starts this weekend. This week, the theme is Toys That Rock, where customers can get special catalogs for the big toys of the season. This comes after Walmart announced that they would be hiring a lot of extra help for the holidays, including bringing in Santa Claus for guest visits.
Sony is bringing back the Aibo, the robot dog that they say can love you like a real pet. The new Aibo has tech that allows it to bond with multiple people and have many different emotions. It also has Wi-Fi, which means your pet has as much internet access as you do. And for a little extra, you can get the iBone for your robot pup to play with. Right now, it's available to pre-order in Japan. And with the world seeming like it's coming apart sometimes, it's important to remember that in just a few months, it will all be coming together. The Olympic flame made its way to South Korea today for the Winter Olympics. From the airport, the flame will be moved over 1,200 miles through the country, visiting major cities along the way. The Olympics will be held in Pyeongchang in February.
Olympics 100 days away, but right now, sports on the other side of the break. Syracuse has a legit chance to beat FSU on Saturday. An epic World Series concludes tonight, and SU basketball faces its first opponent this season, not sporting the orange and white. We'll preview it all right after this.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, babe. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Chris Venzen. This weekend, two college football programs heading in seemingly opposite directions collide in Tallahassee. Syracuse takes on Florida State, and most years you could pencil the Orange in for a loss against FSU. But this is not most years. The Seminoles are in danger of finishing with a losing record for the first time since 1976. The Orange, on the other hand, are pushing for a bowl berth behind the Clemson upset and a suddenly competent defense. The guys on Q's Countdown will break down the game more thoroughly, but for now, what you need to know is that FSU is beatable. That being said, Zaire Franklin won't pin Florida State down as out just yet. Take a listen.
They lost their QB, and if anybody knows, we know how detrimental that is to your season. But I guess everybody else in the country is finally figuring that out. You know, I don't think they're a bad team at all. They have a lot of talent everywhere. You know, they've lost some really, really close games. A couple games when I was watching, I didn't think they should have lost. So, you know, we're fully prepared to play, you know, a very talented and, you know, motivated Florida State team. I know they haven't won at home. We haven't won on the road, so one of them two things is going to give.
If Cuse is finna escape the Sunshine State with a victory, they'll need to win the turnover battle. Eric Dungy threw 4 picks last game against Miami, while the Orange defense forced exactly 0 turnovers. Speaking of turnover, SU basketball has had a lot of it. 4 out of 5 starters from last year's squad has either gone pro, graduated, or transferred schools, while Tyler Lighten, Andrew White, John Gillen, Torian Thompson, and Tyler Roberson made up 70% of Syracuse's scoring output last year. That offense is now gone. So, in tonight's exhibition game against Southern New Hampshire University, keep an eye on how newcomer O'Shea Brissett meshes with returning sophomore Tyus Battle. Fans get their first look at this new cast of characters at 7 o'clock in what should be a warm-up to the season opener, November 10th against Cornell. Also at 7 o'clock, SU men's soccer faces a familiar opponent. Syracuse and Clemson square off for the 7th time in the last 3 years for the first round of the ACC tournament. Both teams have changed significantly since that 2015 ACC semis final match that sent the Orange to its first ever ACC championship. For example, earlier this year, the Tigers scored 2 goals in the final 20 minutes to seal a come-from-behind win against the Orange on SU's home turf. This time around, Cuse is the one on Clemson's home field, but if history is any indicator, it should be a close one. Those last 7 matches between the two teams have all been decided by 1 goal or less. And now, all the way out in Indian Wells, California, 2 Syracuse tennis players are set to represent the Orange in the ITA National Fall Championship Tournament. Sophomore Miranda Ramirez and CitrusTV's own Gabrielle Caracciolo both qualified as singles participants. Additionally, the pair will play as the number 8 doubles seed. Tonight's doubles matches begin immediately after this morning's single matches finish up. And I might be biased, but I think I know who we're all rooting for here at Citrus. Gabby, we wish you the best of luck this weekend.
So, we got the World Series tonight, Game 7.
Big time.
What's your call?
Well, I think it's really going to come down to how Kershaw pitches. He's going to go out there. He's been dominant in the regular season, but he struggled in the past in the postseason. If he comes out and has another good game like he did Game 1 of this series, it could be really tough for the Astros to pull out a win. But the home runs have really made this thing kind of a wild card. It could go either way.
All right, well, I'll be watching.
Same here. I'm excited.
We'll be right back.
Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
So Nicole, what should I be wearing tomorrow? I know it's going to be rainy, cold.
Yeah, you'll definitely need your rain boots and an umbrella, but I would suggest that you don't really need to wear a full-on sweater tomorrow.
Thank you. And that's all we have for tonight. For more, check us out online or follow us on Twitter at CitrusTV News. For Citrus TV, I'm Colleen Callander.
And I'm Elijah Shama. Have a great night, Syracuse. Stay dry.